always the object in motorsports.
I told you he was a racer, didn't I? Yeah.
I guess so. All right, now here are your pairings for the semifinals. Bigfoot 8 against Taurus, and the Carolina Crusher, the fast loser from the second round, going up against Fred Schaefer in Barefoot. And here is the youngster from Granite City, Jack Willman Jr. in Taurus. I tell you what, it may be tough to decide who's the better of the drivers, dad or son in this. And here's Andy Brass from St. Louis in Bigfoot 8. Ford against Chevrolet.
Each of these runs we're going to see in this round would be worth the price of admission, believe me. Gary, just like you noted, both of these drivers are sharp. The driver that stays the coolest is going to win. And we got a major problem
down there with Bigfoot, and now a problem with Taurus.
Taurus has blown the bottom end of the transmission on the drive shaft, but Bigfoot's still running. Andy Brass notices Taurus is out of the running. He's lost a throttle linkage, I believe. He reached down with his right hand and is driving across, trying to get to the final round.
This may be the slowest semifinal ever in monster truck racing, but Bigfoot will advance. Now he finds the fire, and he will advance to the championship.
Slowest race of the day between two of the fastest monster trucks in the sport.
Something happens to Andy Brass right at the start, and now something happens to the Taurus truck of Jack Willman Jr. as he hits the ramp for the first set of cars. Andy looks over, sees there's a problem. He gets Bigfoot going, and he creeps across the finish. Army Armstrong.
Well, Gary, we're standing with a fellow who has a vested interest in that run. Jack Sr. Jack, what happened on the run?
Well, I guess it's one of them mechanical things that you just can't never tell about, you know, but it looks like it broke the input shaft on the transmission. You know, he left, and then he just lost all power, which just one of them things you can't detect.
This is one of these runs you were hoping was on top of a hill where he would keep rolling downhill. I was watching, you kept leaning forward. It just wasn't to be today.
Right, he'd get some body motion into it, but it didn't help too much.
Well, good luck. You guys still made a good showing for yourself.
Thank you.
As a truck owner, you never like to see this Taurus out of competition. Let's go back down and talk to Andy Brass.
Boy, Andy, when it's your day, it's your day. A little right-hand throttle driving, but whatever it takes to win, huh?
That's right. You know, I'd come off the line as soon as we hit it. We lost everything, and I had seen Jack take off, and then all of a sudden he stopped, and I'd sat and kind of figured the situation out and figured out what was wrong with the truck, and I knew all we had to do was just get across the end of the finish line, and we'd have it. It was bad luck for Jack, bad luck for us, but it ended up and worked out, and we made it into the finals, and I guess that's all it takes.
We'll see you in that final.
All right.
I tell you what, Gary, when it's going your way, it's going your way. See what I
mean? Safe at home. Andy Brass almost a little grass stain on the driving suit there. Here's Fred Schaefer in Barefoot, and he will go up against the fastest loser from round 2, and that is Gary Porter in the Carolina Crusher.
Well, once again, Gary, it comes down to a horsepower game. The chassis are about the same. The horsepower advantage should go to Barefoot. Remember, Schaefer has never won in this particular type of competition against these trucks. He has been to the final. Whoa, look at that. You see it?
You see him carry the front end?
Literally powered. Horsepower, raw horsepower. And they get together on the end of the track.
That was just a love tap right there. That was kind of a congratulations.
That's called
nice
driving
ride.
it out the back door big time. Look at this.
Watch him pull the wheelie right here as he gets on the throttle. Look at this.
It's like two pit bulls going after each other. Neither one's going to give.
So Barefoot will go against Bigfoot for the championship here in Wisconsin.
Battle of the Blues,
brother. It's Chevy against Ford. And there is a good look at Fred Schaefer. Oh, what horsepower he had. There's just a little nudge right there. No damage. No harm, no foul. We're ready for championship competition here from the Union Grove, Racine County Fairgrounds here in Wisconsin. The championship coming up next. Welcome back to the four-wheel and off-road Jamboree Northern Nationals, where there is a potpourri of activities for you truck enthusiasts. And to find out more about how you can be part of the action, call or write the Special Events Promotion Company. Well, you're ready for the championship shootout here. It's Ford against Chevrolet as we go back trackside in Army Armstrong. Your thoughts?
Gary, a lot of times we come back to the people, we tell them they're going to see a war, and in monster truck racing, that's a fact. These guys are going after each other. There's no love lost between a couple of different teams. Fred Schaefer and Bob Chandler are strong competitors. A lot of respect there, but there's still no love lost. There's one difference. One drives a Ford, one drives a Chevrolet. The only common denominator, each one wants to drill the other guy to the wall. It's that time. Let's see who's going to walk out of here the winner.
And there is a look at Fred Schaefer. The open face helmet. He drives the Chevrolet Barefoot. Alongside Andy Brass in Bigfoot 8.
Gary Lee, you know what they're calling this down on the trackside? They're calling it a Dr. Scholl's final. You got to have a foot to get in this one.
Oh, that is terrible. Oh, but look at the battle, though. What a great championship run. And it was barefoot. But look again, Army. Watch him pull the foot out of the water. Look at the hang time, but the best foot forward belongs to Fred Schaefer.
Fred, I tell you what, congratulations to you. As always, you line up against the Chandler operation, it's going to be a war.
That was the bad guy, and that was the one I was worried about.
Well, congratulations. Today it was definitely the day of the bear in Wisconsin.
Thank you, Army.
That wraps it up here in Wisconsin for Army Armstrong. I'm Gary Lee. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on Trucks and Tractor Power. Now, here's news of an exciting home video from Diamond P Sports. It's time to shake, battle, and roll. Call 1-800-453-2800 for 70 minutes of awesome air-grabbing rooster tail spraying action from the worlds of monster truck racing, truck and tractor pulling, and mud bogging. Relive the great moments of thrilling side-by-side monster truck racing. Feel the ground shake from the raw power of truck and tractor pulling. And get down and dirty as the best mud racers battle the slime for the fastest time. All this incredible action on one video cassette just by calling 1-800-453-2800. That's 1-800-453-2800. Strap up for a ride on the wild side. It's time to shake, battle, and roll.